everybody. My name's Armin Swift. I'll be your professor for this class for this semester. This is Biology 1224, Biology for Majors. And I'm going to have a really good time. I'm going to hope you all decide to do so too. A few things about this course and how it's presented. I will be lecturing pretty much weekly, but that lecture will be in the form of a video like this one that you're going to access through Blackboard. Watch the video. I will put them up as I go. You will watch them. That's the lecture. Yay. Pretty easy, right? So all of your homework as well as your textbook are also going to be online. So don't buy a physical textbook unless you just want to spend the money on a physical textbook. Cool. What you'll do to access the material if you haven't done it before is you'll go into Blackboard, into this class, and go click on any homework that you need to do. Click on it. It will take you this first time to McGraw-Hill Connect. And if you've never been on it before, it will prompt you to open an account, start an account. But they shouldn't ask you to pay any money. If they do, something's wrong, send me an email, we'll figure it out. But what you'll do is you'll log in. Once you get your account set up, you'll have access to all the homework that I put in there, and you'll have access to the e-textbook. Again, unless you just want a physical textbook, you don't have to buy one. Excuse me. So once you're in McGraw-Hill Connect, you're going to have access again to all of your homework and to your e-textbook to read the assignments. That'll be complemented by the lectures that I'll be putting up pretty much weekly, unless, it's just really weird. This week's lecture will be pretty thin because chapter 1's pretty thin. Let's see, what else do we need to go over? Let's look at the syllabus. Let's see if I can share the syllabus with you real quick. Syllabus, let's see if this is going to work. It might work. Okay, you should be seeing the syllabus here. Let's see now. I've got 2 classes, so if you see a 130 up here in your section 131, it's okay. Same deal, just different meeting times. So if you're in section 130, we're going to be meeting physically for labs on Tuesdays, and that'll be from 9:30 in the morning until 12:20, right? Just after noon. If you're in section 131, we're going to be meeting also on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, and we will be meeting from 1:00 p.m. in the afternoon until 3:50 in the afternoon. So I'm going to be there all freaking day. So if you have questions that you feel are better face-to-face, that's the day to do it. So, because we're not going to have that online live experience where I'm lecturing live to you. They're going to be pre-recorded lectures, which you can access at your convenience. Now, about labs, I'll also send out another email about this, but these first 2 weeks, we will not be meeting physically. I have uploaded a lab for you for this week, and I'll have another one for next week that you'll be able to access via Blackboard. Just look in the units. We'll be in Unit 1 for chapters 1 through 4, and go into Unit 1, Chapter 1. And you will find the lab for this week, and go into Unit 1, Chapter 2, and you will find the lab for next week. So we will not be meeting physically the first 2 weeks of this semester, but starting the 3rd week of the semester, we will in fact be meeting physically in room 628 at the Metro campus. It's on the 6th floor, 628. I'll be there probably ridiculously early. So, again, if you have something you want to talk to me about, come in early if you feel like it and talk to me. Everything will be fine. I tend to be fairly laid back, but, just don't lie to me and stuff like that. And don't do that academic integrity stuff either, because if anything really makes me angry, that's what really makes me angry. And you don't want to see me when I'm angry. It's a bad day. So let's see, contacting your professor, all my contact information is on here, and you can find this under syllabus on the left-hand navigation bar in Blackboard. So you can just download this and look at it at your leisure. Let's see what's important here. You do need to absolutely read the syllabus. Let's see. I do want you to go over the course learning outcomes because we're going to be, what our goals are, our course learning outcomes for this semester, oh well, for this class, are to, one, examine the characteristics common to life, identify the chemical components of life. Chemicals are fun. Describe metabolic processes they relate to homeostasis, which you'll figure out what that is once we get to it. You're going to analyze cell types and cellular reproduction. You're going to relate heredity and evolution to organisms and ecosystems. You're going to apply scientific inquiry to predict outcomes, and you're going to classify and compare major groups of organisms. Yeah, sounds overwhelming, but it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. Let's see. Again, teaching method, lecture. You're going to do a lot of reading, especially since this is a blended course. You may very well get more out of reading than my lectures. We'll see. But be sure you do your reading, preferably before you start doing the homework, Let's see. We'll be doing various labs in the lab. I think they're all pretty much fun. I've already had one person ask me, are we really going to be there for the whole 3 hours? Well, yeah, for some of them, and for some of them not. Depends on how long the lab is. We don't have that many labs that usually take the full 3 hours, but you can absolutely count on being there at least 2 hours. Okay, so just get that out of the way. The grading is pretty normal. 90% to 100% an A, 80% to 89.99% a B, so on and so forth. Okay. One thing, especially since this is a blended course, which means we have an online component and a face-to-face component. Homework due dates are very, very, very hard. I mean, if you've really got some reason, your grandfather died again or something, let me know and maybe we can work out something. But for all intents and purposes, our due dates are hard and immovable. So let's just go with that. Part of the reason for that is because it's online, right? You do your homework online. The system knows when it's due, and it's going to post your grade automatically in the grade book. So you'll be able to see your grade very, very quickly. But it's a little more difficult for me to change. I mean, if there's some real wild situation you're going through that's going to keep you away for a week and you couldn't do some homework, well, let me know, send me an email, we'll talk about it, and I'll see if there's anything I can do about that. But really need to do this, don't push me too hard. We really need to do this with the dates hard. Okay, so let's see. It says here the points are for the course are 1,000. It's actually at the moment around 1,000. I want to say 1,090, but that can absolutely change. These are tentative point values. Let's see, attendance. Well, since it's a blended course, you just got to watch the lectures and do the homework. That's up to you. That's on you. I'm not taking attendance for this part. There's no way I could do that. But for the lab, I will absolutely be taking attendance, and attendance is absolutely required. I mean, again, if something really, really important or strange or disastrous comes up, talk to me, but you got to be there. I mean, basically, if you miss 3 labs or 3 assignments, I can automatically withdraw you or administratively withdraw you. And if you miss 3 labs, you're going to be hard pressed to figure out how to make that up, because we don't do makeups in labs. Okay. So be sure to be there. Talk to me. We can probably get a lot of things worked out, but you got to be in lab. Let's see. Yeah. Academic dishonesty. Yeah. If you want one thing that's going to make me merciless, cheat. Okay. There's not many ways you can cheat in this particular course the way it's set up. Everything's pretty open, right? Theoretically, even the exams will be online, although I may decide to do paper exams this semester. I have not finished figuring that out yet. So, but just don't do it. It's bad. It can get you expelled, and it will put an F shriek on your transcript. And an F shriek is an F with an exclamation point after it. And if it's on a transcript, it means only one thing: you were caught cheating. And you don't want your upcoming university to see that on your transcript, right? Okay, let's get past that because none of you guys are going to do that, right? Let's see. What else do we need here? Well, you're going to need to get familiar with Blackboard if you're not already. Most of you should be. Let's see. There's lots of information on how to get different technical support, things like that. For our class, however, at the bottom, there is a lab schedule. Okay. Weeks 1 through weeks, really 15, I want to say. Well, it says 16. This tells you what to expect when we're going in there, at least by title of what we're going to do. And you see, week 1 and week 2 are virtual activities. So do not show up for lab. I will not be there this week or next week. But the week after that, in week 3, we will be starting to meet physically face-to-face. All right, cool. Let's see. I mean, the basic stuff. If you need to get a hold of me, the best way to get a hold of me is my email, which should be on here. Yes, right there. armand.swift@tulsacc.edu. Just email me. I do tend to answer emails very quickly. I mean, for the boilerplate in here, I usually say within a few hours or certainly within the same day, but I like to say 24 hours. And on weekends, weekends, I don't even have to answer you, but I probably will. I actually generally answer emails within just a very few hours. So if something urgent comes up, please let me know. I do have a phone number down here, but don't call me. I mean, unless it's an extreme emergency, you're actually better off texting me. But by far, I prefer email, and I prefer not to have my students contacting me on my cell phone. So, I appreciate it. All right. So one more time, Metro Campus, 6th floor, Tuesdays. If you're in section 130, section 130, we'll be meeting at 9:30. Did I say that right? Let's see. Let's look at this. Now I'm feeling stupid. All right, there's 1:30 meeting. Yeah, 9:30 to 12:20 on Tuesdays. That's section 130. If you're section 131, we'll be meeting from 1 p.m., 1 in the afternoon, until 3:50 p.m. Both sections 130 and 131 will be meeting on Tuesdays. I will be there all freaking day. So again, if you need me, come in early, talk to me. I think that's really it for this kind of introductory, hey, welcome to biology 1224, biology for majors. I'm going to record my lecture here in a moment, and I will upload it shortly after I upload this. Thanks so much. Have an awesome day, and I will see you Tuesday, week 3. Thanks so much. Let's see. Stop sharing.